Next, the Seahawks heading into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. And I talked to Geno Smith afterward, and one of the things that we overlook with Thursday Night Football, those 3 extra days make a difference. Because I asked him,
Sure.
they needed a reset. They'd lost 3 in a row. They needed a physical and mental reset. Those 3 days really gave them a chance to forget about where they had come from. 3 straight wins to 3 straight losses. And I was surprised by this. This is the only game before last night that we got wrong.
Yeah, right.
It was
I didn't expect
we both
it like
thought the
this.
Falcons would win.
Yeah, I thought the Falcons would win. I mean, I didn't feel like, okay, they're going to dominate them or anything. But this is what's scary about the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are explosive on both sides of the ball. They might not be the best, most complete team, and I get that. But defensive line was healthy yesterday, so we saw the defense better. That's for sure. Right? They're still learning that Mike McDonald defense as well. But on the offensive side of the ball, Geno is an incredible talent. He's got a big right arm. We know with DK Metcalf and the receivers, they can stretch the field. Noah Fant at tight end. Walker's a dangerous running back, run game or pass game. And they kind of showed that yesterday. I mean, it was big plays early with DK Metcalf and Geno Smith that allowed them to get out to a 17-7 lead. And it was their offense continually applying pressure on the Falcons defense throughout the game and made the Falcons have to play catch-up ball.
And they can't.
And they're
Kirk
not
Cousins
the best
can't
that
do that.
way. Not that way. You're exactly right. He couldn't keep up. He can't move out of the pocket like we saw with the strip sack
Forever.
fumble.
Like we've seen forever.
That's been
I've seen that movie. Every time the strip sack, I've seen that movie before.
The Falcons' D is good, but not great. This is a day where the Falcons' offense had to answer the bell every time, too. And it was 24-14, and you thought, okay, hey, the Falcons are just going to go down and try to match each score and then hopefully get a stop at the end of the game and win clutch-wise, right? That's kind of what they've done the whole year. That's what they've done. But it got to 24-14, and they got, a little past midfield, and that's when the Boye Mafe strip sack fumble happened and really knocked the game out of kilter to make it 31-14, and then they drove down, and Drake London dropped the pass that ended up getting intercepted, and that was night-night and all she wrote.
DK Metcalf left the game with a knee injury.
Yeah.
Coach
Tough shot.
Mike McDonald said afterward they're optimistic. I heard the same thing, but also I was told they don't think it's long-term, which implies that he could miss some time.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Took a tough. The play I think it happened. He took a tough shot on the sideline and really just to the leg in general. It didn't look like a knee got hurt, but it was like, ooh, he could have a thigh bruise, a hip bruise, whatever there. Bijan Robinson looked great yesterday for the Atlanta Falcons.
103 rushing yards.
Definitely. But
Another 40 receiving.
that defense had a hard time kind of dealing with some of the explosive playmakers of the Seattle Seahawks.
When Kenneth Walker III is healthy, forget about it.
Right? He's one of the best in the game.
And he was ill yesterday.
I
Flu
know.
game.
And his
birthday,
right?
Birthday.
That's amazing.
Ate too much cake.
And when
ate some bad cake.
And when their defense is healthy too, Seattle, they can be explosive too. They got some, whether it's Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, their D tackles, and Leonard Williams and Murphy and company and all that. They can create some disruption. Big win for the Seattle Seahawks, 4-3.
We are largely on track for, our schedule.
Yeah.
For the 2 hours of this program.
Wow.
That we
Okay.
do.
I'm disappointed
Let's
we
stay
are.
on track.
Okay.